want to talk about them with you. So this is the homework helper 7.1b. Okay, it's like the homework helper that was from Friday. I mean this in a nice way. I think you realize this is sort of the big boy, big girl problems now. Honestly, this is the kind of problems I want you to be able to do. You've done the other types of systems for some time now. But when we start to up the ante, like add an extra variable, I don't want you to think that they're bonus or, I'll make it look like I did it, but you didn't really get it right. I want you to try to get them right. However, sometimes the first time through, honestly, even the first time I looked at one of these this morning, I made a little mistake on it. So there's more chance for mistake. And I just want to follow up verbally in person with you guys. Now, number two, there's some things that would sort of jump out. They should jump out to a student, particularly looking at the z's in equation A and B. I don't know if you like my little A, B, C thing. I do it sometimes I don't. But equations A and B, the z's are opposites. In fact, equations A and C, the z's are opposites. So that'd be something that should catch your attention. And I noticed it caught most of your attention because it's normally what kids will do with this. They will add A and B and take advantage of the z's canceling out. Now, x and 2x give you 3x. Negative 4y and 5y give you positive y. The z's cancel out. Be careful over here. Even myself, I tend to, that's where the mistake gets made. Like these numbers have to also get added together. Now, the z canceled out, which left you with x and y. But we basically need to do that again. As I said in the video, in the name of x and y, I need to do this again. That means I'm going to add a and c. Now, you say, but you already did that. No, I added a and b. I'm allowed to add a and c. That's kind of like a whole different adding. Okay, but can your eyes kind of bounce back and forth to add a and c? So x and 2x, well, that's another 3x. But now negative 4y and negative y is negative 5y. And then 6 and 1, well, of course, the z's cancel out, but 6 and 1 is going to give me 7. Once we get to this step, it's kind of happy time. It's kind of back to the basics, back to what you guys have done over and over. But you still need to solve this system. And of course, anything that seems legit, like probably the x's canceling out. Now, the x's aren't going to cancel out unless one of them is negative. So I can just throw a negative sign into this equation. What I really do is I multiply through by a negative 1. But that's pretty easy to give us 6y equaling 6. And now we're pretty much on that home stretch. Okay, you can plug 1 back into one of these equations. Just walk around the back. It's sitting over here on the table then. So you can plug 1 back in. You end up getting, you end up getting x equaling 4 and z equaling 6. I can go over that if you need to see that in more detail, but I just plugged back into the equations, kind of back substitute. Can we follow up with number 4? I don't know if you haven't thought about these since last Friday, it's fine, but number 4, as I looked at it more closely on those of you that uploaded it, it had a mixture of answers. Like I said, that's okay, but we want to try to be working a little more towards correctness. It appears that the z's are opposites. Yes, the z's are opposites, but I want to show you a better way, and this might have been what hung some of us up. As I tried to talk about in the one example, if you already have an equation that has 2 variables, take advantage of that. What that means is notice the variable that's missing and make that variable cancel. Okay, the y is missing. If I look up here at equations A and B, I can make the y cancel. I want to take advantage of that. So the z's, okay, but the y's, that's what I want to make cancel. So I can end up with a 3x, a 2z, and now 6 and 3, make sure your eyes add 6 and 3 to be 9. So that's what happens if I add equations A and B. And now I'm ready to rock and roll. I've got 2 equations with 2 variables. As we mentioned, that's happy time. That's kind of back to the basics. Okay, so that'd be a better way to approach this problem because it's less work. Let's at least get an answer here. Once again, throwing a negative into this equation is a nice way to make the x's cancel, but leaving me with 3z equaling 9, so z equals 3. Plug 3 back in, probably back into here or to here. Don't go back up to the top yet, but if you plug back in, you'll get x equaling 1. Once you get x equals 1, then I can go back up and plug in here to get my y value, which happens to be 2. The answer is 1, 2, 3. If there's something I didn't show and you want to see it, if you tried something different and you'd like me to look at it individually, I'm happy to do that. What we do next, instead of a mini check, is I give you an assignment. An assignment is more of a graded set of problems. Okay, but instead of a mini check, I'm going to get the grade this way. You can relax a little bit. You can, if you get stuck, you can kind of move ahead. You can talk to me. You can even talk to each other. I'm just trying to give you a way that you can relax and have success on these problems. It's not due till Wednesday, okay, because it's an assignment. I like to give that extra day. That doesn't mean that you just want to fool around right now. Okay, you're probably going to actually get most of them done, which is great. But if you need some extra time, that's why we give that extra day. Okay. Now remember, if you want to follow up with something, whether it was last night's homework or from anything from the snow days, just give me a holler.